Swimmers and coaches, can I remind you please that there are just 2 minutes remaining of the warm-up session. Just 2 minutes remaining of the warm-up session, please.
The following announcement contains important information for everyone at today's event. You are reminded that the depth of water is 1.8 meters for the full length of the pool. Starting blocks are 700 millimeters above water level at the start end and 600 millimeters above water level at the turn end. If there is a false start, you must continue with a shallow racing dive. You must not topple into the water head downwards, as this is dangerous. If you are starting in the water, you must lower yourself over the side. Do not jump or dive. When getting out of the water, please use a side rather than climbing out at the end, as this is safer and avoids damaging the timing pads. During warm-up, odd-numbered lanes will swim clockwise. Even-numbered lanes will swim anti-clockwise. Evacuation procedure. The Sports Park operates a two-stage procedure. Stage 1. Alarm sounds followed by recorded message stating, "Your attention please, an emergency issue has been reported. Security staff are investigating." Further instructions will follow. Evacuation at this stage is not necessary, but be prepared to implement Stage 2. Stage 2. Alarm sounds followed by recorded message stating, "Your attention please. There is an emergency and we are required to evacuate this building immediately. Please leave by the nearest exit. Do not run. Leave now." Participants and spectators should evacuate in an orderly fashion through the nearest marked fire exit. Do not stop to collect personal belongings. Poolside exits are at the four corners of the pool hall and the ends of the spectator balcony. There is an exit through the back of the changing rooms for those already inside them. Do not enter the changing rooms if you are poolside. Proceed to the fire assembly points. If you evacuate to the front of the building, you need to assemble in Oldham Park, which is across the road. Take care when crossing the road. If you evacuate to the rear of the building, you need to assemble in the center of the athletics field. If you require any assistance or are unsure of what to do, remain where you are if it is safe to do so, and wait the arrival of a member of staff whose responsibility it is to check all areas of the building as part of their evacuation procedures. Do not re-enter the building until you are instructed to do so by the fire brigade or duty manager. Under certain circumstances, the system will automatically bypass the Stage 1 alert and proceed straight to a Stage 2 evacuation announcement. The first aid room is situated at the office end of the pool. Please ensure that you keep the vents on the window side of the pool clear. These vents are part of the air conditioning system. Blocking them will make the system fail and make it uncomfortable on poolside. Please follow the requests of the pool staff and gala officials at all times. Swimmers are advised to remove all jewelry in order to prevent accidental injury. Parents and carers of participants under the age of 18 who wish to take images or videos are requested to focus on their own children as much as reasonably possible. Please avoid including other children in images, particularly if those images are being shared with family and friends or through social media platforms. Should any individuals have any concerns about photography or filming at this event, this should be brought to the immediate attention of the meet promoter. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoy the event.
So good afternoon everyone and welcome to session 5 of the Norfolk County Championships. My name's Chris Maloney and I'll be ably assisted by Jackie Hammond this afternoon. Introducing your officials, your technical director for this afternoon's session is Chris Gaylor. Your referees are Bernie Whitbourne and Paul Kendall, and our starter for this afternoon's session is Adele Gilbertson. And so we get this afternoon session underway with event 551, the boys 400 metre individual medley, heat number 1. Referee. So this particular event we have just the 2 heats of, 4 swimmers in this first heat of the 400. In lane 3 we have Thomas Arthur Jagger for West Norfolk. In lane 4 Austin Taylor for City of Norwich. Lane 5 is Laurie Shearer for Dis Otters. And in lane 6 Alex Patterson for West Norfolk. 2 lengths of each stroke for the 400 IM. Butterfly first, followed by the backstroke, then the breaststroke, and finishing with the freestyle. And we can see it is in lane 6, Alex Patterson for West Norfolk leading on the butterfly leg. Going very strongly indeed, pulling out a 5 or 6 metre lead as he comes up to the stroke change at 100 metres. Over he goes on to the backstroke, 128.21. So that's a 9-second lead over Austin Taylor in second. Thomas Arthur Jagger just a whisper behind in third. And then Laurie Shearer right on Thomas Arthur's tail as they head away from us. Alex going through the 150 metre turn. Over he goes, 2:21.54. That gap was 9 seconds when they went onto the backstroke. It's now dropped to just under 5. So Austin obviously favouring the backstroke over the butterfly. Thomas Arthur and Laurie still locked in a battle for third place. Alex Patterson's lead down now to about 1.5 meters as they come up to half distance. So over goes Alex onto the breaststroke. Reverse tumble turn from him. Austin Taylor just under 2 seconds behind now. And now we can see in lane 3, it is Thomas Arthur on the breaststroke starting to make a move. He moves clear into third and he's starting to hunt down Austin Taylor. This is the advantage of the individual medley race. It gives every swimmer the chance to favour their form stroke. And we can see now that Thomas Arthur Jagger in lane 3 is closing rapidly on Austin Taylor. The gap was just under 2 seconds between Alex leading and Austin when they went onto the breaststroke, and now you can see the lead has crept up to 5 seconds, but Thomas Arthur is now right alongside Austin Taylor. About 25 metres of the breaststroke to go. Still Alex out in front. But it now looks like it is Thomas Arthur Jagger for West Norfolk moving through into second. Just by 1 metre or so from Austin Taylor. And only 4 or so metres behind is Laurie Shearer from Dis Otters. On to the freestyle. Alex turning on 5:03.9. Thomas Arthur 5:09.92, Austin Taylor 5:10.48, Laurie Shearer 5:15.5. And now once again we see second place changing hands as Austin appears to prefer the freestyle. He's moving back into second. Final turn for Alex Patterson for West Norfolk. That gap has come down again, 5:50.3 to 5:51.9, so only 1.6 seconds now. They're both kicking for home, feeling that burn. This is a long old race, the 400 IM. Can Alex hold off Austin? Austin is only about 1.5 meters behind. 25 metres to go. Who's got the most left in the tank? Austin kicking for home. He's closing down on Alex. They're neck and neck as they come into the final 5. Alex trying to respond. There's nothing in it. Who's going to get it? Oh, and Austin Taylor takes it for City of Norwich. 6:30.69. 6:31.33 for Alex Patterson. So the gap at the end, less than a second. Thomas Arthur Jagger for West Norfolk coming in to take third. And Laurie Shearer completing the heat. Well done, swimmers. Great race. Event 551, the boys 400 metre individual medley final heat. Introducing your swimmers. In lane 1 from City of Norwich, Lazarus Girenis. In lane 2 for Norwich Swan, Oscar Hunter. In lane 3 for West Norfolk, Harvey Isle. In lane 4 for West Norfolk, Nathan Wells. In lane 5 for City of Norwich, Timon Chapman. In lane 6 for City of Norwich, Ben Buckley. In lane 7 for West Norfolk, Nathan Yeaman. And in lane 8 for City of Norwich, James Clark. Swimmers, you are under referee's control. So Nathan Wells for West Norfolk going out very strongly on the butterfly leg, pulling ahead quite rapidly, some 4 to 5 metres already from Harvey Isle and Timon Chapman. Ben Buckley in lane 6 also in the battle for second. Nathan going through the 100-metre turn onto the backstroke. So Nathan Wells for West Norfolk continuing to pull away as he reaches the 200-metre mark. Over he goes onto the breaststroke. Harvey Isle clear in second now from Ben Buckley third, just ahead of Timon Chapman in fourth. 'So Nathan going through the 250 mark on 2:56.25. Harvey and Ben battling hard for second, not a lot between them at this point. .300 metres down for Nathan Wells. Over he goes on to the final freestyle legs. Ben Buckley making some good progress on the latter half of the breaststroke. He's now some 3 to 4 metres clear of Harvey Isle. He comes in to go on to the freestyle. Over he goes. Over goes Harvey onto the freestyle. Timon coming into past the 300-metre mark. Over he goes. Nathan Wells on his way back for the final time, though, in lane 4 on the freestyle. 30 metres to go. Into the final 5. Nathan Wells coming in to take the heat. Still only a metre or two in it between Harvey Isle and Ben Buckley. Ben just edging it at the moment, but Harvey is battling hard. There's only a metre or so between them. Into the final 5. Ben Buckley's going to take second. And he comes in to complete in 5:15.83. Harvey Isle taking third. Timon Chapman taking fourth. Nathan Yeaman coming in to take fifth. Oscar Hunter sixth for Norwich Swan. And coming in to complete heat is James Clark for City of Norwich. Well done, swimmers.
And we move on to event 552, the girls 200 metres freestyle, heat 1, referee. So this is the first heat of 10 in this event. Our swimmers in this first heat are swimming for Norwich Swan. In lane 1 we have Ruth Dye. In lane 2 for Dereham, Nancy Mower. In lane 3 for Norwich Swan, Skye Freeman. And then we also have Norwich Swan swimmers in lanes 4 and 5. That's Lily Herring and Emily Merrill. Swimming in lane 6 for Dis Otters is Hebe Shearer. Lane 7 for City of Norwich is Eva Palmer. And in lane 8 for Norwich Swan is Ellie Jepson. So at that first turn we have Lily, closely followed by Nancy and then Eva. Lily establishing a good lead. She's looking nice and strong as she approaches the turn at the halfway mark. So it was actually Emily turning in second, with Eva turning in third. As Lily approaches her final turn, it looks like the positions are remaining roughly the same. Final turn for her. Followed by Emily. And then we have a close turn between several of our remaining swimmers. Great swim from Lily, still looking lovely and strong. And she's kicking hard for the finish. Well done, Lily. Emily touching second, with Sky coming through to touch third. Ruth touching to complete this heat for us. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 2 of the girls' 200 meters freestyle. Referee. Our swimmers in this second heat. In lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan, is Isla Bedford. In lane 2, also for Norwich Swan, is Naima Mohammed. In lane 4, for Great Yarmouth, Catherine Mitchell. In lane 5, swimming for City of Norwich, is Matilda Sharp. Also for City of Norwich in lane 6 is Lexi Johns. Swimming for Dis Otters in lane 7 is Jessica Freeman. And swimming for City of Norwich in lane 8 is Lola Abram. Catherine establishing a good lead as she takes that turn in first, followed by Matilda, followed by Lola. Catherine has established quite a lead at this early stage. Let's see, as she turns into the second half of her race, if she can maintain that. Jessica takes that turn in second, closely followed by Lola and Matilda. And it looks like Catherine may have actually increased her lead. Great swimming from her. And she turns into her final 50. It's turning into a close race for second, but Catherine is stretching out in front. So Catherine came into this race with a recorded time of 3 minutes 13. She touches first. Well done, Catherine. Great swim. It's going to be a close one for second. Oh, and that touch just went to Jessica there, followed by Lola in third. And that completes this heat. Well done, swimmers. We move on to heat 3 of the girls' 200 metres freestyle. Referee. Our swimmers in this third heat. In lane 1, swimming for City of Norwich, is Isabel Patterson. In lane 2 for Norwich Swan, Olivia Wicks. In lane 3 for Dis Otters, Ella Goodswin. In lane 5 for Norwich Swan, we have Charlize Harding. In lane 6 for West Norfolk is Belle Ringwood. And in lane 8 for Dereham is Amelie Parnell. So at the first turn, it's Charlize that takes that first. And she looks to be establishing quite a comfortable lead as she approaches the halfway turn, looking nice and strong. And at this halfway turn for second, it's going to be very close. That's between Isabel in 1 and Belle in lane 6 there. So Charlize is kicking really hard as she approaches her final turn. Really strong swimming from her. So as Charlize approaches the final few metres of her race, she's still looking good and strong there. So she came into this with a recorded time of 2:58. Well done to her, great swim, taking first. And it's still really close between Isabel in lane 1 and Belle in lane 6. Consistent swimming from both of these, with Belle coming through, and she's going to touch in second, closely followed by Isabel. Some strong finishes from our swimmers here. That completes our heat. Well done, swimmers. Heat 4 of the girls' 200 metres freestyle. Referee. Our swimmers in Heat 4, swimming in lane 1 for Norwich Swan is Elizabeth Pert. In lane 2 for Dis Otters, Ollie Shadbolt. In lane 3 for Great Yarmouth, Elizabeth Mitchell. In lane 4 for Thetford, Ellie Buckley. In lane 5 for West Norfolk is Daisy Stimpson. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan, Emma Dye. Also for Norwich Swan in lane 7 is Isla Addison. And in lane 8 for West Norfolk is Millie Johnson. So far, this is looking very even between a number of our swimmers here. Let's see what happens as we approach the halfway turn. So Daisy in lane 5 looking like she's establishing a bit of a lead. Elizabeth in lane 3 also with a nice strong swim. So it's Daisy turning in first, Elizabeth turning in second, Emma turning in third at the halfway point. Let's see how things are looking as we approach the final turn. Looks like Elizabeth in lane 3 could be coming through slightly on Daisy. So Daisy taking that final turn in first, followed by Elizabeth, followed by Emma still. Daisy kicking hard as she approaches the final few metres of her race. Emma also coming through strong, some great finishes here. So Daisy holds on to touch first, followed by Elizabeth Mitchell in 3, followed by Emma. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 5 of the girls' 200 metres freestyle. Referee. Our heat 5 swimmers are in lane 2, swimming for Norwich Swan is Emily Howlett. In lane 3, swimming for City of Norwich is Emily Dwight. In lane 4 for Dis Otters, Ella Townsend. In lane 5 for Durham, Anastasia Wall. In lane 6 for West Norfolk is Eloise Collins. In lane 7 for Thetford is Tiffany Clucas. And swimming in lane 8 for City of Norwich is Brooke Clipsham. So very close at that first turn. So that was taken just by Ella, followed by Emily Dwight, followed by Emily Howlett. Ella in lane 4. Establishing herself a bit of a lead as she approaches the final few metres towards the halfway turn. She turns first, followed by Emily in lane 3, then Emily in lane 2. Ella approaching her final turn and she's holding on to that lead. Looking very close still between Emily Howlett and Emily Dwight in lanes 2 and 3. So Ella taking that final turn first. Really close between the two Emilys. And all of our swimmers kicking really hard now. It looks like Ella's going to hold on to that lead. Our swimmers fighting hard for their places here. Ella touches first. Great swimming from Emily in lane 2 to come through to take second, followed by Emily Dwight in lane 3. That completes our heat. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 6 of the girls' 200 metres freestyle. Referee. Our heat 6 swimmers are in lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan is Jessica Pugh. In lane 2 for City of Norwich is Holly Gilbertson. In lane 3 for West Norfolk is Katrina Satika Totlabina. In lane 4 for City of Norwich is Jade Reed. Swimming for Durham in lane 5 is Angelina Bullman. Swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 6 is Bethany Rumsby. Then we have Evie Greenhalgh in lane 7 for City of Norwich and Erin Finley in lane 8 for Durham. So Jade takes that first turn just in first place, followed by Katrina, followed by Holly. It's a really close one so far. Jade looking nice and strong in lane 4 as she approaches the halfway turn, but Bethany also going really well there in lane 6, fighting hard. Still looking very close between these two leading swimmers. And then we have Katrina in lane 3, who also looks like she's starting to establish a bit of a lead over the remaining swimmers coming through. Really close at that final turn between Jade and Bethany. It's going to come down to this final 50, who's got the most fight left. Incredibly close between these two swimmers still. Bethany kicking really hard now. Great finish from her. She comes through to touch first. Well done, Bethany. With Jade touching in second, and it's Katrina touching in third. That completes this heat. Well done to our swimmers. We move on to heat 7 of the girls' 200 metres freestyle. Referee. Our Heat 7 swimmers are in lane 2, swimming for Great Yarmouth, we have Olivia Greenall. In lane 3 for West Norfolk is Vicky Marchinek. In lane 4 for Norwich Swan is Ella Simmons. In lanes 5 and 6, swimming for City of Norwich, we have Dana Arben and Felicity Machin. In lane 7 for West Norfolk is Chloe Bellamy, and in lane 8 for City of Norwich is Sophie Nichols. Very close at that first turn, so it was Olivia turning just in first, followed by Ella, followed by Vicky. So at this stage, it's looking to be the closest heat we've had so far. Swimmers in lanes 2, 3, 4 and 5. Very close between these competitors as they approach the halfway turn. It's Dana who comes through just to take that turn in first place. And that turn has actually opened things up a bit. Chloe in lane 7 looks to be coming through slightly. She's fighting hard. And let's see how things are looking at this final turn. So Dana staying in the lead there to take that final turn in first place. This has been a great race between the swimmers in lanes 2, 3 and 4. Everyone fighting hard here. Dana holding on at this stage. Dana maintains her lead touch first, followed by Vicky, followed by Olivia. Well done, swimmers. We move on to Heat 8 of the girls' 200 metres freestyle. Referee. Our Heat 8 swimmers. In lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan is Sophia Thomas. In lane 2 for West Norfolk is Erin Woodrow. In lane 3 for City of Norwich is Olivia Dutson. Swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 4 is Sophie Parks. And swimming for Durham in lane 5 is Poppy Malcolmson. Swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 6 is Amy Colborne. In lane 7 for Durham is Lillian Walthu, and swimming for West Norfolk in lane 8 is Casey Cooper. So at that first turn it was Sophia, followed by Poppy, followed by Sophie. Sophia over in lane 1 looking nice and strong. And Poppy pulling clear behind her. So Sophia taking that turn, followed by Poppy. Very close between our remaining swimmers. So it looks like Sophia's establishing a bit more of a lead over there in lane 1 as she takes her final turn. Olivia in lane 3 is starting to come through as well. A great swim from Sophia over in lane 1 there. Olivia in 3 coming through strong, so Sophia touches first, Olivia in lane 3 touches second, with Poppy touching third, closely followed by Lillian. That completes this heat. Well done, swimmers. On to the 9th and penultimate heat of this event, the girls 200 metres freestyle. Referee. In this 9th heat of this event, our swimmers are in lane 2, swimming for Durham, Millie Ogden. Also swimming for Durham in lane 3 is Amelie Passam. In lane 4 for Norwich Swan is Ruby Chapman. Swimming for West Norfolk in lane 6 is Esme Kidman. And then we have Norwich Swan swimmers in lanes 7 and 8, Jasmine Coleman and Caitlin Richardson. So very close between Amelie and Ruby at that first turn. So Amelie was edging in front slightly there. It's still going to be really close at this halfway turn between Amelie, Ruby and then Jasmine in lane 7. Jasmine in lane 7 with a really good turn there. And these 3 swimmers are establishing a lead. It's still going to look very close at this final turn. So still Amelie, followed by Jasmine now in second and Ruby turning in third, just. Jasmine in lane 7, kicking really hard now, as all our swimmers are, so she's coming through. Jasmine's going to touch first, well done to her, followed by Ruby, followed by Amelie. Well done, swimmers. This is the 10th and final heat of this event, the girls 200 metres freestyle. Referee. In lane 1, we have Abigail Ritchies swimming for Norwich Swan. In lane 2, swimming for Norwich Swan, Francesca Salmon. In lane 3, swimming for City of Norwich, Ruby Greenhalf. In lane 4, also swimming for City of Norwich, Jessica Jane Applegate. In lane 5, swimming for City of Norwich, Grace Greenhalf. In lane 6, also for City of Norwich, Adele Zachewski. In lane 7 for City of Norwich is Katerina De Maria. Over to you, referee. So as you would expect, in this final heat of this event, it's going to be fiercely fought. Our three swimmers there, so we have Ruby in lane 3, Jessica Jane in lane 4 and Grace in lane 5. They turn very close. So this is still looking incredibly close between Ruby, Jessica Jane and Grace. Grace is going to take the halfway turn in first, followed closely by Jessica Jane and then Ruby. And in fact, it looks like Adele there in lane 6 is starting to creep up a little bit. So impossible to call at that final turn. It was actually marginally Jessica Jane who took that turn first, ahead of Grace. Jessica Jane establishing a bit of a lead. As we approach the final few meters, great swimming there. Jessica Jane takes first, followed by Grace, and it's Adele who comes through to touch third, followed by Ruby. And that completes that heat and this event. Well done to our swimmers.
And now we move on to event 553, the men's 50 freestyle, heat number 1. Referee. In lane 1, Oliver Veal, West Norfolk. Lane 2, Toby Turner, West Norfolk. Lane 3, Thomas Smith, City of Norwich. Lane 4, Lawrence Taylor, City of Norwich. Lane 5, Josh Rumsby, Norwich Swan. Lane 6, Jack Hibbin, City of Norwich. Lane 7, Marley Bellamy for West Norfolk. Fairly close between Thomas Smith in lane 3 and Lawrence Taylor in lane 4. Jack Hibbin finishing strongly too, but those three are the first positions. Thomas first, Lawrence Taylor and Jack in third. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 2. Referee. In lane 1, James Marshall, City of Norwich. Lane 2, James O'Toole, City of Norwich. Lane 3, Ben Eastwood, Disotters. Lane 4, Jake Maguire, City of Norwich. Lane 5, Will Neil Gourlay, Thetford Dolphins. Lane 6, Sam Liddle, West Norfolk. Lane 7, Tobias Anderson, City of Norwich. Lane 8, Sebastian Burks, Norwich Swan. Sam Liddle going well in lane 6, also pretty strong. Ben Eastwood and Jake Maguire in lanes 3 and 4. Those three coming in pretty much together. And at the touch it is Jake Maguire who takes it. Second, Sam Liddle. Third, Ben Eastwood. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 3. Referee. In lane, Patricus Garilovicius. Lane 2, Alex Patterson. Lane 3, Callum New. Lane 4, Jericho Mercado. Lane 5, Thomas Elston. Lane 6, Theo Ryan. Lane 7, Martin Rayla. Lane 8, Ricardo Di Maria. Callum New in lane 3, going very strongly for West Norfolk in this one. Coming into the final 5 metres, he's clear by a metre or two. Battle is for second. Looks like it might go to Thomas Elston. And at the touch it is Callum New who takes it. Thomas Elston taking second. Alex Patterson in third. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 4. Referee. In lane 1, Sid Jones. Lane 2, Noah Buchan. Lane 3, Jacob Jenkins. Lane 4, Harvey Appleton Barn. Lane 5, Reggie Britcher. Lane 6, Ewan Hammond. Lane 7, Michael Sayer. Lane 8, Tom Kaiser. And I have a disqualification report for you. Event 553, Heat 1, Lane 3 for a technical infraction. And coming in to take that one in lane 4 goes to Harvey Appleton Barn first, Tom Kaiser taking second, Reggie Britcher taking third. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 5, Referee. In lane 1, Bartosz Moshenek. Lane 2, Josh Reed. Lane 3, Archie Harris-Joy. Lane 4, Luke Jones. Lane 5, Jan Beblo. Lane 6, Nathan Ruggles. Lane 7, Adam Houston. Lane 8, Jacob Hazard. Luke Jones looking good in lane 4, coming into the final 5. Second at the moment is Archie Harris-Joy. That's first and second, and third place goes to Adam Houston in lane 7. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 6. Referee. In lane 1, Christian Payne. Lane 2, Sam Bradford. Lane 3, Evan Bedford. Lane 4, Richard Farrer. Lane 5, Kieran Nelson. Lane 6, Matthew Phoenix McGlynn. Lane 7, Rowan Carter. Lane 8, Daniel Dutson. Another DQ report for you. Event 553, Heat 3, Lane 3, for a technical infraction. And a good swim there in lane 6 from Matthew Phoenix McGlynn. He takes the heat. Richard Farrer taking second. Sam Bradford taking third. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 7. Referee. In lane 1, Dylan Guy. Lane 2, Austin Taylor. Lane 3, Ben Tennant. Lane 4, Noah Blair. Lane 5, Henry Mann. Lane 6, Elliot Barquay. Lane 7, Charlie Firth. Lane 8, Sean Chatterera. Henry Mann for Norwich Swan going strongly in lane 5, being chased by Ben Tennant for West Norfolk in 3. That's your first and second. Who's going to get third? Third is Noah Blair for Dis Otters. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 8. Referee. In lane 1, Dominic Trowell. Lane 2, Travis Flotman. Lane 3, Ashley Jones. Lane 4, Enzo Casanica. Lane 5, Riley Walker. Lane 6, Tyler Stone. Lane 7, Aidan Futter. Lane 8, Zach Montgomery. Bit of a battle between Travis in 2 and Ashley in 3. Travis takes the heat, Ashley Jones in second. Third goes to Riley Walker. Another DQ report for you, event 553, heat 5, lane 7 for a technical infraction. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 9. Referee. In lane 1, John Barber. Lane 2, Oscar Hunter. In lane 3, Max Yashak. In lane 4, Manuka Jayakody. Lane 5, Thomas Garnett. Lane 6, Nathan Yeaman. Lane 7, Jack Tate. And in lane 8, it's Isaac Buchan. Manuka Jayakody in lane 4, leading this one from Maximilian Yashak. In lane 3, closely pressed by Oscar Hunter. And that is the 1-2-3. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 10. Referee. In lane 1, Austin Everett. In lane 2, Thomas Ellis. Lane 3, Jake Gilman. Lane 4, Rowan Cooper. Lane 5, Castle Galindez. Lane 6, Thomas Small. Lane 7, Harvey Durham. Lane 8, Leo White. Very close indeed this heat. Looks like it might just be Rowan Cooper for Thetford Dolphins in lane 4, but it's going to be close. No, Jake Gilman takes it. Rowan in second, Austin Everett in third. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 11. Referee. In lane 1, Finley Neve. Lane 2, Will Rumsby. Lane 3, Jack McIntosh. Lane 4, Sean Diggins. Lane 5, Ben Allen. Lane 6, Alex Patterson. Lane 7, Harvey Isle. Lane 8, Sam Wilkinson. Jack McIntosh for City of Norwich battling hard with Sean Diggins. The Great Yarmouth for this one. Looks like Sean might just pip it. He takes it in 27.3. Second is Jack McIntosh. Third, Will Rumsby. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 12. Referee. In lane 1, Reece Burrell. Lane 2, Aaron Peacock. Lane 3, Nidas Kachenko. Lane 4, Lewis Andrews. Lane 5, Harrison Smith. Lane 6, Alex Florence. Lane 7, Timon Chapman. Lane 8, Benedict Measures. Another very close one. Aaron Peacock in 2, going well. So is Lewis Andrews in 4. It is Aaron Peacock who takes it. Timon Chapman taking second. Lewis Andrews in third. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat number 13. Referee. In lane 1, Matthew Tatum. Lane 2, Max Davis Hayward. Lane 3, Ben Woodhouse. Lane 4, Jack Eden. Lane 5, Archie Holman. Lane 6, Ethan Harris. Lane 7, Olivia Pike. Lane 8, Finley Arnott. Ethan Harris in lane 6 going very well. So's Max Davis Hayward in lane 2. At the touch, it is Max who takes it. Ethan taking second. Third goes to Archie Holman. Event 553, the boys 50 freestyle, heat 14. Referee. In lane 1, Louis James. Lane 2, Henry Dyke. Lane 3, Thomas Ball. Lane 4, Oliver Kimber. Lane 5, Freddie Laws. Lane 6, Jake Lammas. Lane 7, Harry Hudson. Lane 8, Devish Kapoor. Louis James and Oliver Kimber battling this one. Looks like it might be Louis who takes it. Yes, it is. Oliver coming in second. Third goes to Henry Dyke. Final heat of the boys 50 freestyle. Introducing your swimmers. In lane 1, representing West Norfolk, Robert Addis. In lane 2 for City of Norwich, Jack Abram. In lane 3 for City of Norwich, Harry Jones. In lane 4 for City of Norwich, Ben Blowers. In lane 5 for West Norfolk, Nathan Wells. In lane 6 for West Norfolk, Tobias Oglesby. In lane 7 for City of Norwich, Charlie Barrett. And in lane 8 for West Norfolk, Sam Rose. Swimmers, you are under referee's control. So this is the fast and furious race. Ben Blowers in lane 4, leading this one by half a metre from Harry Jones and Nathan Wells. But it is going to be Ben Blowers who takes it. He goes 24.22. Second goes to Harry Jones in 24.88. And third to Jack Abram, 25.02.
So we will be moving on to event 554 shortly. As is the tradition at the beginning of any backstroke races, our officials get the chance to do some battling with the backstroke ledges. And we move on to event 554, the girls 100 metres backstroke, heat 1. Over to you, referee. Our Heat 1 swimmers are in lane 2, swimming for Norwich Swan, Skye Freeman. In lane 3 for Thetford, we have Lola Mitchinson. In lane 4 for Norwich Swan is Sophia Stosic. In lane 5 for Dis Otters, Freya Reid. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan is Emily Murrell. And also for Norwich Swan in lane 7 is Ruth Dye. At the halfway turn, it's Sophia who takes that turn in first, followed by Lola, followed by Freya. And following that turn, it looks like Sophia has increased her lead. And she's looking nice and strong down this final 50. Freya's moved into clear second place. Sophia touches first. Freya touches second. And it's Lola who gets that touch for third. That completes this heat. Well done to our swimmers. Heat 2 of the girls' 100 metres backstroke. Referee. So in total we have 11 heats in this event. In this second heat, our swimmers are swimming for Great Yarmouth in lane 1. We have Catherine Mitchell. City of Norwich swimmers in lanes 2 and 3, Charlotte Rook and Emily Dwight. Swimming for Durham in lane 4 is Amelie Parnell. Swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 5 is Olivia Wicks. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 6 is Isabel Patterson. And then swimming for Norwich Swan in lanes 7 and 8, we have Lily Herring and Isla Bedford. So it's Charlotte that takes a halfway turn in first, followed by Emily, followed by Amelie. And Charlotte there in lane 2 has established herself a significant lead. It looks like it is going to be very close for second place though. Great swimming from Charlotte there. She touches in 1:28. That looks like that should be a good PB for her. Really close at the touch for second. So Olivia just took that, very closely followed by Amelie. And that completes our heat. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 3 of the girls' 100-metre backstroke. Referee. Our heat 3 swimmers. In lane 1, swimming for Dis Otters, we have Ella Goodswin. In lanes 2 and 3, swimming for Great Yarmouth, we have Daisy Story and Star Nichols. Swimming for West Norfolk in lane 4 is Belle Ringwood. Swimming for Durham in lane 5 is Anastasia Wall. In lane 6 for City of Norwich is Hannah Rowley. Lane 7 for West Norfolk is Charlie Hill. And swimming in lane 8 for Norwich Swan is Elspeth Butler. So it's going to be incredibly close at the turn. Star, followed by Daisy, followed by Belle. So Belle in lane 4 is establishing a bit of a lead here. She's looking strong into the final few meters, looking very close for second. Belle gets that touch, followed by Hannah, followed by Star. That completes this heat. Well done to our swimmers. So we have some disqualifications to announce. Event 556, disqualification for technical infraction. And that's heat number 14, lane number 3. So that's event, no, it wasn't 556, it's 553. I couldn't read the writing, apologies. It was heat number 14, lane 3. Event 554, heat number 1, lane 2, disqualification for technical infraction. And event 554, heat number 1, lane 3. Apologies for the error there. On to heat 4 of the girls' 100-metre backstroke. Referee. The swimmers in this fourth heat. In lane 1, swimming for City of Norwich, we have Alexandra Woods. In lane 2 for Norwich Swan, Astrid Smither. In lane 3 for Dis Otters, it's Ella Townsend. In lane 4 for Norwich Swan, Verity Hamilton. Swimming for Great Yarmouth in lane 5 is Lilia Burgoyne. In lane 6 for Dis Otters is Grace Cook. Then swimming in lanes 7 and 8 for Norwich Swan, we have Jessica Pugh and Isla Addison. Astrid turning clear in first, followed by Alexandra, followed by Verity. And it looks like Alexandra in lane 1 is coming through now. Great swim from her. Alexandra there. She's going to touch first, followed by Verity, followed by Astrid. Well done to our swimmers. Heat 5 of the girls' 100-metre backstroke, referee. Our swimmers in this fifth heat are in lane 1, swimming for City of Norwich is Esme Langley. In lane 2, also for City of Norwich, is Summer Endicott. In lane 3 for West Norfolk, Daisy Stimpson. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 4 is Verity Morrison. Swimming for Great Yarmouth in lane 5 is Millie Story. Then we have City of Norwich swimmers in lanes 6 and 7. That's Lila Flello and Holly Gilbertson. And then swimming in lane 8 for Great Yarmouth is Lily Mae Freeman. So at the turn, it's Esme turning just in first, followed by Daisy, followed by Verity. Daisy's still looking strong there, with Millie coming through well in lane 5 as well. Some lovely strong finishes here. So Daisy holds on to take that touch, followed by Verity, followed by Millie. Well done, swimmers. We have another disqualification to announce. Event 554, Heat 2, lane number 1. That's event 554, Heat 2, lane number 1 for a technical infraction. Heat 6 of the girls' 100-metre backstroke, referee. Our Heat 6 swimmers are swimming in lane 1 for Norwich Swan is Lily Murrell. In lane 2 for City of Norwich is Grace Marshall. Also for City of Norwich in lane 3 is Abigail Nichols. Swimming in lane 4 for Dereham is Darcy Bradford. City of Norwich swimmer Ella Gilbertson in lane 5. Megan Summer swimming in lane 6 for Dereham. Swimming in lane 7 for Thetford is Bethany Wilson. And it's Lily over in lane 1 that takes a halfway turn in first place, followed by Abigail, followed by Grace. Lily having a really good swim there over in lane 1. It can be tough out there. Great swimming from her. She's going to take clear first, close for second, and it's Abigail who takes the touch ahead of Megan. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 7 of the girls' 100 metres backstroke. Referee. In this 7th heat, our swimmers are swimming in lane 1 for Norwich Swan is Amy Colborne. In lane 2 for City of Norwich is Jasmine Tolman Wright. Swimming in lane 3 for Dereham is Ellen Swift. In lane 4 for Great Yarmouth is Grace Turner. Swimming for Dereham in lane 5 is Poppy Malcolmson. We have Vicky Marchinek in lane 6 for West Norfolk. In lane 7 for Norwich Swan is Ella Simmons, and swimming for Great Yarmouth in lane 8 is Sky Nichols. So incredibly close, particularly between Grace and Poppy at that turn. Let's see what happens. So Ellen in lane 3, Grace in lane 4 and Poppy in lane 5. Going well here. And Sky down in 8, also coming through really strong. Poppy takes first, actually followed by Sky there in second, and then Grace in third. Well done, swimmers. Heat 8 of the girls' 100 metres backstroke. Referee. Our Heat 8 swimmers are swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 1 is Sienna Gilman. In lanes 2 and 3 for West Norfolk, we have Esme Kidman and Abigail Nicholson. Swimming for Thetford in lanes 4 and 5 are Amalie Neal Gawley and Amy Dickerson. In lane 6 for West Norfolk is Erin Woodrow. Swimming for Great Yarmouth in lane 7 is Zoe Land. And swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 8 is Evie Jones. And as you would expect, very close at the turn. So it's Sienna turning in first, with Abigail turning in second, Esme turning in third. And Sienna over in lane 1 having a good swim there. Lane 1 seems to be lucky in this event. She takes first. Well done, Sienna. And we have Esme touching in second, with Abigail touching in third. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 9 of the girls' 100 metres backstroke. Referee. Your Heat 9 swimmers are swimming in lane 1 for Great Yarmouth, Olivia Greenall. In lane 2 for City of Norwich, Dana Arbon. In lanes 3 and 4 for Norwich Swan, we have Jasmine Coleman and Ella Keeble. Swimming in lane 5 for City of Norwich is Valentina Davies-Hayward. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan is Juliana Mercado. In lane 7 for West Norfolk is Chloe Bellamy. And in lane 8 for North Norfolk Vikings is Sophie McKee. At the turn, it's Jasmine, followed by Olivia, and followed by Dana. Jasmine establishing a good lead. As she moves, she's got about halfway, so 25 metres to go, 20 metres. But it's looking very close for second. Jasmine looking strong. She takes that heat. And it was, I thought the scoreboard was playing catch up, so we had Valentina touching in second and Ella touching in third. Well done, swimmers. We move on to the 10th and penultimate heat in this event, the girls' 100 metres backstroke. Referee. Our Heat 10 swimmers are in lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan, Caitlin Richardson. Swimming for Thetford in lane 2, Emma Malcolm. City of Norwich swimmer in lane 3, Shannon Stubbs, with Daisy Mixer swimming in lane 4 for Norwich Swan. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 5 is Leah Reynolds. Swimming in lane 6 for Dereham is Millie Ogden. And swimming in lane 8 for West Norfolk is Casey Cooper. So very close between Shannon, Daisy and Leah at that turn. Shannon and Daisy swimming almost stroke for stroke. Shannon hitting the flags first. And she takes a touch just ahead of Daisy, followed by Leah. Well done, swimmers. We move on to the final heat in this event, the girls' 100 metres backstroke. Your swimmers are, swimming in lane 1 for Norwich Swan is Emily Pitcher. Swimming in lane 2, also for Norwich Swan, Charlotte Smith. Swimming for Norwich Swan also in lane 4, Amara Addison. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 5, Sasha Thomas. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 6, Sophia Pickering. Swimming in lane 7 for Norwich Swan, Rebecca Smith. And swimming for City of Norwich in lane 8, Mabel Gigg. Over to you, referee. So in the very early stages, looks like Amara is edging it slightly ahead of Charlotte in lane 2. Let's see what the turn tells us. Amara turns first, closely followed by Charlotte, followed by Sasha in lane 5. Amara is establishing a good lead here, but Sasha's looking lovely and strong there in lane 5. Charlotte's still there in 3rd. First place goes to Amara, followed by Sasha, followed by Charlotte. Well done, swimmers. That completes this event.
And so we move on to event 555. This is the boys 200 metre breaststroke, heat number 1. Referee. So there are 6 heats of this particular event. In this first heat we just have the 3 swimmers. In lane 3, James Marshall for City of Norwich. Lane 4, Lawrence Taylor, City of Norwich. And in lane 5, it's Samuel Tennant for West Norfolk. So coming up to half distance in lane 4, it is Lawrence Taylor from City of Norwich. He turns on 2:08.06, about 3 metres ahead of Sam Tennant. At 3 metres is about 4 seconds, and James Marshall a couple of seconds behind on 2:15.61. So final turn for our 3 competitors. It is still Lawrence Taylor for City of Norwich. He turns on 3:18.95. 3:26 for Sam Tennant. And still that 2-second gap, nearly 3, to James Marshall in third. So into the final 5 metres. Lawrence Taylor for City of Norwich is going to take this one. His entry time of 4:35 takes a nice chunk off it. Well done. Sam Tennant coming in to take second. He was on 4:39 entry time, so 4:34 for him. And coming in to complete the heat is James Marshall. Event 555, the boys 200 breaststroke, heat number 2. Referee. In lane 1 we have Jack Hibbin from City of Norwich. In lane 2 Joshua Rumsby from Norwich Swan. Lane 3 Josh Reed from City of Norwich. In lane 4 Jacob Hurst from Norwich Swan. In lane 5 Harvey Appleton Barn from Dereham. And in lane 6 Bartosz Moshinek from Norwich Swan. So Jacob Hurst for Norwich Swan going out very strongly on this 200. His first 100 in 1:37.63. He's pulled out about a 9 or 10 metre lead over Harvey for Derham in lane 5. Third is Bartosz, then Josh, Joshua and Jack. So having turned on 2:31, Jacob just racing the clock on his way back. Harvey in lane 5, still in second, but it's 25 metres to go for Jacob Hurst from Norwich Swan. His posted entry time for this event is 3:35.05. I think that might be taking a bit of a battering. He's coming into the final 5 metres. Looks like definitely under 3:25, and he completes in 3:24.27. Harvey coming in with an entry time of 3:42. He completes in 3:37 to take second. And coming in to take third in lane 6 is Bartok Mushinek. His posted entry time was 4:01, so another good improvement shown there. Josh Reed taking 4th. Joshua Rumsby coming in to take 5th. And Jack Hibbing coming in to complete the heat. Jack's entry time of 4:33, so another good one there. Well done, swimmers. Event 555, the boys 200 breaststroke, heat number 3. Referee. In lane 1, we have George Pike from City of Norwich. Lane 2, Chester Gigg from City of Norwich. Lane 3, Riley Walker from Derham. In lane 4, Benjamin Tennant from West Norfolk. Lane 5 is Oscar Harris from Thetford Dolphins. Lane 6, Edward Murray from West Norfolk. In lane 7, it's Thomas Arthur Jagger from West Norfolk. And in lane 8, Charlie Firth from Great Yarmouth. So Oscar Harris from Thetford Dolphins leading this one through the 100-metre turn. Just over 2 seconds ahead of Ben Tennant for West Norfolk second, and Riley Walker in third. So a bit of a battle developing at the front now as they go into the 150 metre turn. Ben Tennant and Oscar Harris pretty much together as they go through. 2:24.26, 2:24.80, so only 0.54 of a second between them. Final 50, both kicking for home now. Well, I was going to say Oscar was just edging it, but it's nothing to choose between them. 10 metres to go. Looks like it might actually be Ben now, just by the smallest of margins, but Oscar's fighting back. They're into the final 5. There really is nothing to choose between them. All down to the touch. And there you have it, 0.11. Ben Tennant takes it, 3:11.36. Oscar just behind, 3:11.47. Third place going to Edward Murray, and Riley Walker taking fourth. Event 555, the boys 200 breaststroke, heat number 4. Referee. In lane 1 we have Tyler Stone from City of Norwich. Lane 2, Jack Tattersall from Dereham. In lane 3, Harvey Durham from Thetford Dolphins. Lane 4, Austin Everett from Norwich Swan. In lane 5, Sean Diggins from Great Yarmouth. Lane 6 is Loch Yates from City of Norwich. Lane 7, Damien Lemke from Dis Otters. And in lane 8, Sean Chatterera from Norwich Swan. So Harvey Durham from Thetford Dolphins leading this one as we go through the 100 metre turn, 1:20.27. 3.5 seconds ahead of Sean Diggins in second and Austin Everett in third. So 20 metres to go for Harvey Durham. He's got about a 4 metre lead over over Sean Diggins in lane 5. Austin Everett a couple of metres behind, but coming into the final 5 metres it is Harvey Durham for Thetford Dolphins. He comes in to complete in 2:52.51. Second going to Sean Diggins for Great Yarmouth in lane 5. And Austin Everett taking third for Norwich Swan. Event 555, the boys 200 breaststroke, heat number 5. Referee. In lane 1 we have Finley Arnott from Norwich Swan. In lane 3, Henry Mann from Norwich Swan. Lane 4, Max Davis Hayward from City of Norwich. In lane 5, Samuel Rush from Thetford Dolphins. Lane 6 is Rhys Burrell from West Norfolk. Lane 7, Finley Neve from Dis Otters. And in lane 8, it's Ethan Harris from Thetford Dolphins. So Max Davis Hayward leading this one as he goes through the 100-metre turn, 1:21.37. Sam Rush second, just a second or so behind, and Finley Neve in third. So still fairly close this one. Max Davis Hayward for City of Norwich leading in lane 4. He's just a couple of metres ahead of Finley Neve for Dis Otters in lane 7, who's got Rhys Burrell for West Norfolk finishing very strongly as well. But it is Max Davis Hayward who takes it, 2:51.25. Second goes to Finley Neve, Rhys Burrell taking third. And so we come to the final heat of event 555, the men's 200 breaststroke. Introducing your swimmers. In lane 3, we have Ben Buckley from City of Norwich. In lane 4, also for City of Norwich, Olivier Vren. In lane 5, for Norwich Swan, James Noble. In lane 6, for West Norfolk, Alex Florence. In lane 7 for City of Norwich, Finley Paul. And in lane 8 for Norwich Swan, Henry Dyke. Swimmers, you are under referee's control. So coming up to the 100-metre turn, it is Olivier Vedren for City of Norwich out in front, having pulled out about I would think probably about a 10-metre lead on that first 100. No real surprise to those that know Olivier, because this is his signature event. Turning at 150 metres on 1:43.63. The battle for second is between Ben Buckley and James Noble. But it's 10 metres to go for Olivier Vedren. He comes in to take the heat in 2:21.29. Our three swimmers now battling for second: Ben Buckley, James Noble and Alex Florence. James just holding on at the moment into the final five. It's going to be close. But at the touch it was James Noble who took second in 2:39.79, Ben Buckley taking third in 2:40.09.
We move on to event 556, the girls 50 metres breaststroke. This is the first heat of 10. Over to you, referee. And our swimmers in this first heat. Swimming in lane 2 for City of Norwich is Eva Palmer. In lane 3 for Norwich Swan is Mary Hiley Mersam. Also swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 4 is Isla Bedford. Swimming for Dis Otters in lanes 5 and 6 we have Hebe Shearer and Holly Richards. And swimming for City of Norwich in lane 7 is Clementine Endicott. Isla in lane 4 and Holly in lane 6. Very close between these two swimmers, and in fact it's Eva over in lane 2 also going well. Holly coming through and she touches first, followed by Eva, followed by Isla. Well done, swimmers. Have Mary in lane 3 who completes that heat. On to heat 2 of the girls' 50 metres breaststroke. Referee. Our Heat 2 swimmers are swimming in lane 1 for Dis Otters is Amelia Clifford. In lane 2 for City of Norwich, Lola Abram. In lanes 3 and 4 we have Norwich Swan swimmers Ruth Dye and Emily Murrell. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 5 is Matilda Sharp. Swimming for West Norfolk in lane 6 is Polly Anderson. For Great Yarmouth in lane 7 is Jessica Hurren. And swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 8 is Sophie Pert. So very close. We have Ruth in lane 3 and Emily in lane 4. And actually it was our swimmers in lanes 1 and 2. It was Lola who touched first, followed by Amelia in second. Well done, swimmers. Heat 3 of the girls, 50 metres breaststroke, referee. Our swimmers in this third heat. Swimming for Thetford Dolphins in lane 1, Olivia Butlin. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 2, Eliza O'Donnell. In lane 3, swimming for Norwich Swan is Ashita Mera. In lane 4 for West Norfolk is Kaylee Wellham-Smith. Swimming for Dis Otters in lane 5, Jessica Freeman. And in lane 6 for West Norfolk is Belle Ringwood. Swimming in lane 7 for Norwich Swan is Sophia Stusich. And in lane 8 for Great Yarmouth is Catherine Mitchell. In lane 8, that was Catherine Mitchell. So Eliza and Kaylee, and the touch went to Kaylee, followed by Eliza, followed by Olivia. Well done, swimmers. Heat 4 of the girls, 50 metres breaststroke, referee. Your Heat 4 swimmers are swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 1, Olivia Wicks. Swimming for Durham in lane 2, Amelie Parnell. We have City of Norwich swimmers in lanes 3 and 4, Jennifer Mardell and Annika Muller. Swimming for Norwich Swan in lane 5 is Isla Addison. Swimming for Dis Otters in lane 6 is Faye Wilson, with Millie Johnson swimming in lane 7 for West Norfolk. And we have Freya Cox in lane 8 for Norwich Swan. Amelie in lane 2, edging ahead. She touches first, followed by Jennifer in second and Annika in third. Well done, swimmers. On to Heat 5 of the girls, 50 metres breaststroke, referee. In lane 1, swimming for City of Norwich is Evie Greenhalgh. In lane 2, also for City of Norwich, Niamh Macaulay. In lane 3 for Norwich Swan is Astrid Smither, and in lane 4, also for Norwich Swan, is Sienna Gilman. Swimming in lane 5 for City of Norwich is Lila Flello, with Charlie Hill swimming in 6 for West Norfolk. Daisy Story swims in lane 7 for Great Yarmouth, and Mia Edwards in lane 8 for Norwich Swan. Niamh looking good in lane 2. She gets the touch, really close for second, with second place going to Sienna, with Astrid in third. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 6 of the girls, 50 metres breaststroke. Referee. In lane 1, swimming for City of Norwich is Jade Reid. Then we have Norwich Swan swimmers in lanes 2, 3 and 4. Mia Gray, Abigail Richies and Beatrix Baldwin. Swimming in lane 5 for Thetford Dolphins is Hannah Twells. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan is Verity Hamilton. Swimming for City of Norwich in lane 7 is Jasmine Tolman Wright. And in lane 8 for West Norfolk is Eloise Collins. Jade looking lovely and strong over there in lane 1. It's going to go her way. She gets the touch, with Hannah finishing in second, and it was Mia in third. Well done to our swimmers. Heat 7 of the girls, 50 metres breaststroke. Referee. In lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan is Charlize Harding. In lane 2 for City of Norwich is Valentina Davies-Hayward. In lanes 3 and 4 for Norwich Swan, Ruby Chapman and Juliana Mercado. In lane 5 for West Norfolk, Sophie Doig. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan, Ruby Rowland. Amara Addison, sorry. In lane 7 for Great Yarmouth is Ruby Rowland. And in lane 8 for Thetford is Sarah Fleet. And that goes to Ruby, followed by Valentina, followed by Charlize. Well done, swimmers. Heat 8 of the girls, 50 metres breaststroke. Referee. In lane 1 for Thetford is Emma Malcolm. In lane 2 for Norwich Swan, Sophie Sparks. Lane 3 for Great Yarmouth, Zoe Land. In 4 for West Norfolk, Casey Cooper. In 5 for Norwich Swan is Isla Hamilton, as is Hannah Jarrett and Francesca Salmon. And in lane 8 for Great Yarmouth is Holly Rigby. Lovely swim from Isla in lane 5. She touches first convincingly. And then it's Zoe who touches second and Emma touching third. Well done, swimmers. This is the 9th and penultimate heat of this event, the girls' 50 metres breaststroke. Referee. In lane 1 for City of Norwich, Mabel Gigg. In lane 2 for Thetford Dolphins, Amy Dickerson. Lane 3 for City of Norwich, Isabella Green. Lane 4 and 5, Norwich Swan swimmers, Caitlin Richardson and Jessica Sanford. In lane 6 for Thetford, Tabitha Payne. In lane 7 for Norfolk Vikings is Leah Harris. And Madison Brock swims in lane 8 for Norwich Swan. Isabella looking really strong there in lane 3. Great swim from her. She touches first, going to be really close for second, and that touch goes to Leah, followed by Caitlin. Well done, swimmers. And we move on to the 10th and final heat in this event, the girls' 50 metres breaststroke. Your swimmers are in lane 1. Swimming for Norwich Swan is Phoebe Howard. In lane 2, swimming for City of Norwich is Megan Pye. In lane 3, swimming for West Norfolk is Molly Lee. In lane 4, swimming for City of Norwich is Molly Monk. In lane 5, swimming for Norwich Swan is Ellie Rose Lyon. In lane 6, swimming for West Norfolk, Sarah O'Brien. In lane 7, swimming for City of Norwich is Grace Gunton. And in lane 8, swimming for Norwich Swan is Daisy Mixer. Over to you, referee. So you would expect this to be incredibly close. Let's see what happens. Obviously completely impossible to call at this point. So Molly in lane 3, Molly in lane 4, and Ellie Rose edging ahead as you would expect. Molly in lane 3 takes it. Molly Monk finishes second, with Ellie Rose finishing. It was actually Megan in lane 2 who took third. Apologies. Well done to our swimmers.
And so we move on to event 557, which is the boys 200 metre butterfly, heat number 1. Referee. So just the 2 heats in this event. In this first heat, in lane 2, it's Thomas Arthur Jagger from West Norfolk. In lane 3, Evan Bedford from Norwich Swan. In lane 4, Jack Tattersall from Dereham. In lane 5, Sam Wilkinson from Thetford Dolphins. And in lane 6, it's Alex Patterson from West Norfolk. So Jack Tattersall and Sam Wilkinson almost together as they go through the 100-metre turn. .125.8, 126.1, just 0.3 between them. So 2 retirements it would appear. We have a leader at the moment in lane 6, which is Alex Patterson. .15 metres to go for Alex Patterson in lane 6 for West Norfolk. Lane 3, Evan Bedford in second, about 6 or 7 metres behind. And it is Alex Patterson taking it in 3:15.82. Evan Bedford for Norwich Swan coming in to complete. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, swimmers and coaches, we will now be We will now be starting the competition again, so we will be resuming. Nothing to worry about. Well done to the sports park for acting so quickly. Thank you very much, lifeguards. And so we come to the second and final heat of the boys 200 metre butterfly. Introducing your swimmers. In lane 1 from West Norfolk, Harvey Isle. In lane 2 for City of Norwich, Ben Allen. In lane 3 for Norwich Swan, Louis James. In lane 4 for City of Norwich, Harry Jones. In lane 5 for City of Norwich, Devish Kapoor. In lane 6 for City of Norwich, Oliver Pike. In lane 7 for City of Norwich, Jack Abram. And in lane 8 for West Norfolk, Daniel Grimmer. Swimmers, you are under referee's control. So off we go through the 50 metre turn. Harry Jones 28.74, Louis James second, Devish Kapoor in third. Then Oliver Pike, Jack Abram and Harvey Isle. Harry Jones easing out that lead as they go through 100 metres. He's now 3 seconds clear of Devish Kapoor second, Louis James in third, Oliver Pike now fourth, then Jack Abram and Harvey Isle. Final turn for Harry Jones, 136.45. His lead now about 7 or 8 metres over Louis James second. Devish just a whisker behind in third, then Oliver Pike, Harvey Isle and Ben Allen. Final 5 metres for Harry Jones, and he comes in to complete in 2:15.19. Louis James coming in to take second, 2:22.01, Devish taking third and Oliver Pike in fourth.
And we move on to event 558, which is the final event of this afternoon's session, the girls 100 metres freestyle. Over to you, referee. We have some disqualifications to announce. Event 556, heat number 4, lane 8. Event 556, heat number 1, lane 4. And again for event 556, heat number 1, lane 5. Disqualifications for technical infractions. Our swimmers in this first heat of this event, in lane 2 for Dis Otters we have Hebe Shearer. In lane 3, 4, 5 and 6 for Norwich Swan we have Ruth Dye, Emily Murrell, Skye Freeman and Ellie Jepson. And swimming in lane 7 for City of Norwich is Lois Alderton-Jode. Emily in lane 4 with the lead at this stage. Skye in lane 5 also going nice and strong. She's got a nice strong finish there, fighting hard into the final few metres. Emily holds on to take first. Skye finishes strong in second. And it was Lois who touched in third. Well done to our swimmers. Heat 2 of the girls 100 metres freestyle, referee. Our Heat 2 swimmers are in lane 1, swimming for West Norfolk is Polly Anderson. Lanes 2 and 3, we have Isla Bedford and Sophia Stosic swimming for Norwich Swan. Swimming in lane 4 for Dis Otters is Jessica Freeman. Swimming in lane 5 for Thetford Dolphins, Olivia Butlin. Freya Reid swims in lane 6 for Dis Otters. Swimming in lane 7 for Thetford Dolphins is Lola Mitchinson, and in lane 8 for City of Norwich is Lola Abram. So let's see how it's looking at the turn. So we have Jessica turning in first, followed by Sophia, followed by Polly. Jessica in lane 4 with a nice strong swim there, with Sophia following very close behind her. And in fact, Lola down here in lane 8 for City of Norwich also looking nice and strong. It's going to be close. So Jessica held on to take first, with Lola touching in second, Sophia touching in third. Well done, swimmers. Heat 3 of the girls 100 metres freestyle, referee. Swimming in lane 1 for Durham is Amelie Parnell. In lane 2 for Norwich Swan, Lily Herring. Swimming in lane 3 for Dis Otters is Ella Goodswin. In lane 4 for West Norfolk is Millie Johnson. Swimming in lane 5 for City of Norwich is Jennifer Mardle. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan is Elizabeth Pert. And swimming in lanes 7 and 8 for City of Norwich, we have Matilda Sharp and Neve Macaulay. At the turn, Elizabeth turning in first, followed by Millie, followed by Jennifer. So we have some disqualifications to announce. Event 557, Heat 2, Lane 8. Event 557, Heat 1, Lane 5. Event 557, Heat 1, Lane 4. And again in Heat 1 of Event 557, Lane 2. All disqualifications for technical infractions. So back to this heat, it was Elizabeth finishing in first, Millie touching in second, and Jennifer in third. Well done, swimmers. Heat 4 of the girls' 100 metres freestyle, referee. We have another disqualification to announce. Event 558, Heat 2, Lane 8, disqualification for a technical infraction. Our swimmers in this heat, swimming in Lane 1, 2 and 3 for City of Norwich is Isabel Patterson, Esme Langley and Hannah Rowley. Swimming in Lane 4 for Norwich Swan is Verity Hamilton. Anna Kamulla swims in Lane 5 for City of Norwich. Belle Ringwood swims in Lane 6 for West Norfolk. For Great Yarmouth in Lane 7 is Star Nichols, and swimming for Norwich Swan in Lane 8 is Emma Dye. So it was Verity at the turn. Emma in Lane 8, also looking strong. Emma coming through really strong in the final few meters. She touches first, with Verity touching in second. And it was Isabel who touched third. Well done, swimmers. On to Heat 5 of the girls' 100 metres freestyle, referee. In Lane 1, swimming for Dis Otters is Ella Townsend. Elizabeth Mitchell swims in Lane 2 for Great Yarmouth. In Lane 3 for West Norfolk is Eloise Collins. Lily Mae Freeman swims in Lane 4 for Great Yarmouth. In Lane 5 for Thetford Dolphins is Ellie Buckley. Astrid Smithers swims in Lane 6 for Norwich Swan. And then we have City of Norwich swimmers in Lanes 7 and 8, Emily Dwight and Charlotte Rook. And over in Lane 1, it's Ella who takes that turn in first place, followed by Elizabeth, followed by Lily Mae. Ella looks like she's maintaining that lead, but several of our swimmers are coming through strongly. So Ella looking clear, but it's going to be very close for that second place touch. Ella touches first, and actually Emily over in lane 7 there came through really well to touch second. Something strange there happened with the scoreboard. On to heat 6 of the girls 100 meters freestyle. Referee. Our swimmers swimming in lane 2 and 3 for City of Norwich, we have Lila Flello and Evie Greenhalf. In lane 4 for Great Yarmouth is Lilia Burgoyne. In lanes 5 and 6 for Durham, we have Erin Finley and Anastasia Wall. In lane 7 for West Norfolk is Daisy Stimpson, and in lane 8 for Thetford Dolphins is Tiffany Clucas. Lilia looking good in lane 4 there. She turns in first, followed by Erin, followed by Evie. Lilia still looking strong and maintaining her lead well. Well done, Lilia. Close for second, and that touch goes to Daisy in second and Lila in third. Well done, swimmers. Heat 7 of the girls 100 meters freestyle. Referee. In lane 1 for City of Norwich is Summer Endicott. In lane 2 for Norwich Swan, Megan Dev Sherman. In lane 3 for West Norfolk is Megan Jones. In lane 5 for Norwich Swan is Lily Murrell. In lane 6 for City of Norwich is Grace Marshall. In lane 7 for Durham is Poppy Walthu. And in lane 8 for Dis Otters is Grace Cook. And at the turn, it's Lily who takes that turn first, followed by Grace, followed by Megan in lane 2. Lily and Grace fighting hard for this one. Lily establishing a lead as she approaches her final few meters. Well done, Lily, touching in first, followed by Grace touching in second, and third goes to Megan in lane 2. Well done, swimmers. On to heat 8 of the girls 100 meters freestyle. Referee. In lanes 1, 2 and 3 we have Norwich Swan swimmers Bethany Rumsby, Sienna Gilman and Phoebe Howard. In lane 4 for Durham is Megan Summer. In lane 5 for West Norfolk is Ellen Lauder. In lane 6 for City of Norwich is Jade Reed. In lane 7 for Durham is Angelina Bullman. And swimming in lane 8 for Norwich Swan is Charlize Harding. At the turn, it's Phoebe who turns in first, followed by Ellen and followed by Sienna. Ellen in lane 5, they're establishing a lead at this stage. Sienna in lane 2 coming through really strong, but Ellen's going to hold on there. Sienna gets a touch in second, followed by Bethany in third. Well done, swimmers. Heat 9 of the girls' 100 metres freestyle, referee. In lane 1, swimming for West Norfolk is Vicky Marchinek. In lane 2 for City of Norwich, Valentina Davies-Haywood. In lane 3 for Great Yarmouth, Holly Rigby. In lane 4 for Durham, Linian Walthew. In lane 5 for City of Norwich is Abigail Nichols. In lane 6 for Norwich Swan is Emily Pitcher. Swimming in lane 7 for Durham is Ellen Swift. And in lane 8 for City of Norwich is Sophie Nichols. At the turn, it's Emily who turns in first, followed by Vicky, followed by Valentina. As you would expect, getting closer as we move through the heats. Emily looking strong in lane 6. Emily holding on, she touches in first, and second touch goes to Valentina, followed by Vicky. Great strong swims there. Heat 10 of the girls' 100 metres freestyle, referee. In lane 1, swimming for West Norfolk is Erin Woodrow. In lane 2 for Great Yarmouth, Olivia Greenall. In lane 3 for North Norfolk Vikings, Sophia McKee. In lane 4 for City of Norwich, Dana Arban. In lane 5 for Norwich Swan, Amy Colborne. In lane 6 for City of Norwich is Olivia Dutson. In lane 7 for Durham is Poppy Malcolmson. And swimming in lane 8 for West Norfolk is Esme Kidman. At the turn, it's Sophia turning in first, Olivia Greenall turning in second, and Dana turning in third. Stroke for stroke between these swimmers in lanes 2, 3 and 4. So the touch goes to Olivia Greenall in lane 2 with Dana in second and Poppy in third. Well done to our swimmers. Heat 11 of the girls' 100 metres freestyle, referee. In lane 2, swimming for City of Norwich is Isabella Green. In lane 3 for Norwich Swan is Isla Hamilton. Swimming in lane 4 for Durham, it's Millie Ogden. Swimming in lanes 5 and 6 for Norwich Swan is Caitlin Richardson and Jasmine Coleman. In lane 7 for City of Norwich is Felicity Machin, and in lane 8 for Great Yarmouth is Zoe Land. So it's Isla who is in first at the turn, followed by Isabella, followed by Jasmine. Isla maintaining a lead. Jasmine in lane 6 also looking nice and strong. Isla holds on to take the touch. Jasmine in second. And it was Zoe who touched in third. Well done, swimmers. Heat 12 of the girls' 100 metres freestyle. Referee. In lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan is Ruby Chapman. In lane 2 for Dis Otters is Emily Rose. Swimming in lane 3 for North Norfolk Vikings is Katie Coleman. In lane 4 for Norwich Swan is Sophia Thomas. In lane 5 for West Norfolk, Katie Drew. And then we have Norwich Swan swimmers in lanes 6, 7 and 8, Abigail Ritchies, Sophie Sparks and Madison Brock. At the turn, it's Emily turning in first, followed by Ruby, followed by Sophia. All of our swimmers pushing really hard. Emily in lane 2 still looking strong as she edges the lead, but it's going to be close at the touch. Emily holds on with Katie touching in second and Sophia touching in third. Well done, swimmers. We move on to the 13th and penultimate heat of this event, the girls' 100 metres freestyle. Referee. In lane 1, swimming for Norwich Swan is Francesca Salmon. In lane 2 for City of Norwich is Eve Park. Swimming in lane 3 for North Norfolk Vikings is Leah Harris. In lane 4 for City of Norwich is Adele Zachewski. In lane 7 for City of Norwich is Katerina De Maria. And in lane 8 for Durham is Amelie Passam. At the turn is Eve, followed by Leah, followed by Adele. Very close though. Let's see what happens. Leah and Adele edging ahead. It's going to be incredibly close between these two swimmers. And the touch goes to Adele, just, followed by Leah. Well done, swimmers. And we move on to the final heat of this event and this session. Your swimmers are swimming in lane 1 for City of Norwich is Megan Pye. In lane 2, also swimming for City of Norwich, is Jessica Jane Applegate. In lane 3 for Norwich Swan, Amara Addison. In lane 4 for City of Norwich, Sasha Thomas. In lane 5 for City of Norwich, Grace Greenhalgh. In lane 6 for City of Norwich, Ruby Greenhalgh. In lane 7 for City of Norwich, Emily Haslam. And in lane 8 for Norwich Swan, Ruby Coyle. Over to you, referee. So, as you would expect, this is going to be completely impossible to call at this stage. Let's see who's edging it as we get to the turn. So it's Jessica Jane who turns in first, just followed by Sasha, followed by Megan. So Sasha looking good in lane 4 there, but as is Jessica. And Grace looking really good in lane 5 as well. The touch goes to Grace. Grace takes first, Sasha takes second, and Jessica Jane takes third. Well done, swimmers. So that completes proceedings for the first day of the Norfolk Championships. Well done to all of our swimmers. Thank you to all of our volunteers. It takes a lot of people to make an event like this work, and we will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you.
And can I just remind everybody who is competing tomorrow that warm-up is 8:15 tomorrow morning. So let's see you all here bright and early. Thank you very much. If there is any rubbish around, can you please take it with you and drop it in one of the rubbish bags or bins on the way out. Swimmers, please make sure you've got all your kit. It is expensive when your parents love buying you new stuff. Other than that, thank you very much, and we shall see you all tomorrow morning.